Could the Lakers be on the verge of a game-changing acquisition? Sources suggest that Los Angeles is exploring the possibility of adding a versatile guard who once donned the Lakers jersey. This player has the potential to elevate the team's depth and defensive versatility, making them a formidable contender in the Western Conference. Don't miss out on these crucial developments that could reshape the roster as we approach the trade deadline. The buzz surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers and their potential interest in Lonzo Ball is heating up, and as a devoted fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and skepticism. Lonzo, who we all remember was drafted by the Lakers as the number 2 overall pick back in 2017, has always been a player with immense potential. Now, with the Chicago Bulls reportedly fielding calls about his availability, could the Lakers be preparing to make a move that could reshape the roster? Jovan Buha from The Athletic mentioned that if the Lakers could snag Lonzo for a reasonable price, maybe a couple of second-round picks, it could be an intriguing gamble. I mean, let's be honest, Lonzo has evolved. He's bulking up, standing, at 6'6", which gives him the versatility to guard multiple positions. That's something we could definitely use in our defensive lineup. Imagine him fitting into a 1-3 switching scheme. It's a dream scenario for a team looking to bolster its defensive capabilities. But let's dive a bit deeper. Lonzo is currently on an expiring $21.4 million deal, and while his numbers this season, averaging 6.5 points, 3.7 assists, and 3.3 rebounds across just 24 games, might not jump off the page, we have to consider the context. He brings a skill set that could complement our current roster, especially as a secondary ball handler and playmaker coming off the bench. The Lakers have struggled to find consistent production beyond their star players, and bringing in someone like Lonzo could diversify our offensive options. However, I can't ignore the fact that the Lakers front office has been cautious lately. According to Tim Bontemps and Brian Windhorst from ESPN, the front office has shown reluctance to part with future first-round picks. That mindset could lead to a conservative approach at the trade deadline, potentially opting for minor tweaks rather than a major overhaul. And let's not forget the recent trade involving D'Angelo Russell. That move was significant, but also showed a calculated risk rather than an all-in strategy. So do I think targeting Lonzo is the right move? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, we're looking at a player who has the potential to elevate our team and fit right back into the Lakers' system. He's familiar with the franchise and carries the weight of the purple and gold on his shoulders. But on the other hand, will the front office be willing to make that move without sacrificing valuable future assets? The Lakers are currently sitting at the number 5 seed in the Western Conference, just 3 games ahead of the number 11 seed. The urgency to solidify our playoff position is palpable. Every game counts, and with the trade deadline approaching, fans are left wondering what direction the team is truly headed. Are we gearing up for a playoff push, or are we playing it safe, waiting for the right opportunity to pounce? There's been a lot of chatter, and as a passionate supporter of the purple and gold, I can't help but feel a mix of hope and concern. Brian Windhorst recently reported that the Lakers have shown little aggression in the trade market and are hesitant to part with any future first-round draft picks. This isn't exactly the news we were hoping for, is it? I mean, here we are with LeBron James and Anthony Davis leading the charge, and we all want to see them surrounded by more talent, a big-name star who can really help power us through the postseason. But the reality is, it sounds like General Manager Rob Pelinka is quite content with the current roster, especially when healthy. He believes in this team and seems focused on maintaining our future flexibility, which may be why he's reluctant to cash in those coveted draft picks. Honestly, I'm torn on this. On one hand, I appreciate the long-term vision. We've seen teams sacrifice their future for a quick fix, and it often doesn't pan out. But on the other hand, we're in a win-now mode with 2 superstars at the helm, and we need to capitalize on their prime years. If Pelinka isn't willing to make a significant move, how do we ensure we can compete at the highest level? What really stands out to me is the notion that the trade market isn't strong enough right now. If there were bigger names available, perhaps we'd see a different approach. But with the current landscape, it seems Pelinka is willing to play it safe opting to explore minor trades instead, like the recent acquisition of Dorian Finney-Smith. Sure, he adds depth, but is that really the game changer we need? It's also important to consider the mindset of the fans. We see promise in this team, but there's a lingering worry that we may not have enough to get through the playoffs. We want to see Pelinka swing for the fences and aim for something substantial. After all, we've got the legacy of the Lakers to uphold. As I reflect on all of this, I can't help but think about the potential impact on our championship aspirations. Is this cautious approach going to leave us short when the playoffs roll around? Or will this strategy pay off in the long run? I know many of you are feeling the same pressure. And you? What do you think? Do you believe this is the right path? I want to hear your opinions down below. It's a delicate balance, isn't it? Staying competitive now, while also preserving our future. But how often do we get the chance to be in the spotlight and make a splash? The Lakers are a franchise that thrives on high expectations. We're not just looking for playoff appearances. We're after titles. And let's not forget, with Jared Vanderbilt expected to return, there's potential for this roster to showcase what it can do. But will that be enough? Will it be enough to deter other teams from overtaking us in the playoff race? As the clock ticks down to the trade deadline, I urge all Lakers fans to stay engaged. This is our team, and our voices matter. We need to rally together and express our hopes and expectations. Let's keep the conversation going. If you're as invested in the future of the Lakers as I am, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and subscribe to stay updated on all things Lakers. And remember to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. The journey ahead is crucial, and together we'll navigate these waters. Let's see what the front office decides to do, and may the basketball gods be in our favor.